Hi, I'm Annie Ulichny, and I want to thank you so much for joining in for some meditation practice. I have my window open here because the bird orchestra outside is really wonderful. So I hope it's not too noisy outside and just enjoyable listening to the birds. We're going to be working in this meditation with presence, aware presence. There's so much science and research that's been done investigating bringing a caring, aware presence to ourselves, to our experience every day, and the value of that. Interestingly enough, they've even researched houseplants. Houseplants thrive when we bring our authentic presence to them and offer our tenderness and care. Even trees outside, there's been research on that. When we bring our caring presence to our houseplants respond energetically with more thriving. And we can bring that same presence to ourselves. And when we do this, we start to work from a more authentic place. We reconnect to our most authentic, fully aligned, in sync self. And we're less fragmented. So our meditation is going to be bringing more of an essence of presence, alive presence, to this practice, really feeling it, and then also being able to take this out into our day. So I'd ask you a question as we get started here. What brings you to sit today here together and individually on your own? Maybe just take a moment and reflect. What brings you here? Even these kinds of questions can start to open us up to our true intentions, our authentic selves. So hold that response to that inquiry, whatever came up, and even if you're not quite sure, that's okay. Just hold that here as we get started and come into a comfortable posture. So if we're seated, we could close our eyesight down. And this brings us into using our different senses as a way to experience what's here right now. And we move inside of ourselves deeply. We could maybe feel our backside as we find this comfortable posture that's alert. So it's not like we're tuning out, but we're actually tuning in, and our spine is dignified and has some uprightness to it. There's an integrity to our backside and our spine. We can feel that around the spine, our body can start to soften and open and relax. The spine can hold us here from the back of the head all the way down to the tailbone. We're being held upright, focused here. And then the body, the rest of the body, through the forehead and the eyes and the jaw and the throat, can start to open. We can invite rest and soften all through the face, soften in the throat. Soften through the shoulders, deeply come into the shoulders and invite some opening, some rest. We could feel maybe even this slight momentum and movement downward, as if something is melting away when we bring our own presence to ourselves here, especially to our shoulders, maybe feeling it down our shoulder blades, along our back. We could feel through our rib cage, the muscles within the rib cage, on our back and along our front. We could feel some tightness in the muscles within the ribs. And maybe take a breath, invite a breath in to focus on this rib cage. A breath in, expanding the rib cage. Feeling in the rib cage, allowing and inviting a softness and an opening. And then as you exhale, inviting a release of tension. And notice if anything was willing to let go, right in the rib cage. We could move down to the belly and feel deeply within the belly, behind the belly button, in the middle of the belly. This field of aliveness that's very present. We can bring our focus, our present focus here, just to our belly and really feel what's here. There is this seed of power and strength in our belly. We could feel this energy, this quality of dynamic energy in our belly. There's this aliveness that's here all the time. And we can start to bring our focus, our aware, alert, but calm, ease-filled focus here. And then we have our pelvis and our hips making contact with the seat underneath us and carrying us here, holding us here in safety with a sense of okay. Moving down our legs, feeling deeply within the legs. We could almost feel the bones, the blood flow, when we really pay attention. And then our feet, maybe wiggling our toes, feeling the soles, the tops of the feet. Feeling any part of our legs or our feet or the soles of our feet touching the surface. We're waking up within ourselves, within our mind, our very powerful ability to focus in presence, staying very present here. And then we have this part of us that functions completely on its own, and yet we can tap into it as a welcome friend at the same time, reconnecting us to ourselves. It's the breath. We can breathe in and really breathe in and out here together for a little bit of time, a slow, smooth breath in and out. So just start to bring all of our present focus on the breath and encouraging, inviting a smooth breath. We can practice, and smoothing our breath out, we can practice until the breath becomes more smooth on its own. And with our encouragement, our kind, caring encouragement here. So as we're paying attention to the breath, feeling the breath in the body, breathing in and out of the nose, bringing all of our attention and focus to a smooth and very slow inhale and exhale. Notice if your mind tries to take you away from presence. That's okay. We can just let that thought go away as if it's a cloud in the sky and come back to the smooth, soft inhale and exhale through the nose. We could try without effort, but try with an aim to have our breath be about a 5 count inhale and then also matching exhale. If it helps to stay focused right here with the breath, you can count to yourself. If it helps, we can feel the sensation of the body to stay focused. These are anchors in the present we can practice with. We can try one or the other. So as you breathe in, you feel the movement and this energetic body expanding and opening on the inhale. And then on the exhale, feeling a letting go and a releasing as the air expels out of the nose and out of the body. Feeling slow, all of the sensations moving through the body. Exhaling, feeling that our body is softening on each exhale. Continue with a few more breaths in and out, slow. And we could start to notice an increase in sensations in the body with this very slow, intentional, smooth, regulated breath. The breath may be becoming more robust in one sense. It's a soft breath, but it's filling our focus, filling our attention as we practice this together for an extended period of time. Our body is responding to this coherent breathing and becoming more filled with this energy of our own aliveness. We can feel it. And we can also start to feel just in the belly So we can shift slightly our present focus to our belly button area. And as we're still breathing slowly and smoothly, we're really focused, completely present and focused on the belly. As the breath comes in, we feel that the belly is expanding like a balloon. And then on the exhale, we feel that the belly is contracting and the belly button is moving closer toward the backbone. Try a few more of these now. Expanding this imaginary balloon in the belly, filling up, releasing. So we're really feeling the expansion and then the releasing on the inhale and the exhale. And we'll take one more together. Expanding as we breathe in, feeling that our belly is filled, opening, and then releasing all of the air, feeling this letting go, releasing of the air through the nose, and also opening and expanding our whole belly area through this type of breath. And now we could just take a notice here of how the body is feeling. We let the breath breathe itself. We could feel this energy within us has heightened. It feels warm, caring, authentic. This field of energy, this vibrational, alive quality within us. It feels almost like this shimmery, silvery kind of a quality racing through us. And we could listen to the noises within our body, our breathing perhaps. We could just really focus on the sounds that we hear, both in our body, perhaps hearing the sounds of our own breathing, hearing the sounds of our heart beating at its natural calm rhythm. Hearing the sounds of our belly making noises. And if we're lost in anything outside of us, in some thought, that's very normal. Just gently come back to the noises within us and then within the room that we're in. Perhaps hearing a pet or a fan or an appliance. Perhaps hearing noises outside like birds, the wind, the rain, talking, of people walking. Nature is one of those ways to connect us to presence. There is always something happening in nature. Always something happening. And we reconnect to nature, to even our nature, as we are a part of nature. When we listen, just simply listen to nature, it is a way to reconnect and bring us into an alert presence. We could breathe into our heart. Using our own focus, a soft, gentle breathing in, pulling in the air into our heart center area. And as we release on the exhale, releasing the air from the heart center in a very slow, calm way. Inhaling into the heart, exhaling, releasing from the heart. Sometimes we can feel our authentic essence when we spend time focusing just on the present moment, feeling what is our heart's desire for us. What does our heart want right now? What does it desire for us to be more fully alive and present in our own life, starting with ourselves? Does our heart desire more care, more patience, maybe more acceptance of experiences and things happening in our life? Our thoughts tend to take us into the negative, usually judgment or blaming or worry or anxiety. And yet our full body and the intelligence of our heart and this intuition that's deeply knowing, our full body, when we can open and expand in presence, we may find that it's these positive, encouraging, renewing qualities of acceptance and patience and appreciation and love and care. That's truly what our heart desires, our intelligent knowing desires for us to feel connected, feel love, and feel at ease and this sense of wholeness within our life. I thank you for practicing in presence today and bringing our whole body into the experience. And I'm wishing you a wonderful day.